Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the last lectures, we have discussed some formulas like sum, multiply, and division, subtraction, okay, like that. Okay, today we will learn some different formulas to make some a little bit advanced calculations like addition, subtraction, and other important things. For example, you have multiple values like these. And you want to add all these values. We will insert equal sign first of all, prior entering any formula. As I've told you that to start any kind of a formula, you must enter equal first, right? And after that, we will continue to write any formula. For example, I want to add all these values. So the first values, which is 12, where it is situated in E3. Am I right, Abdullah?
Yes.
E3. Okay. I write E3. E3 plus E2 plus E2, E4 plus E5 plus E6, E7, E8, E9, E10, E11, E12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, E20. Okay, is that formula right? Correct?
Yes.
Okay, but don't you think that to add these values, this formula is a little bigger?
Yes.
If you have more values, your formula will go longer and longer.
Yes.
Okay, so we must have any shortcut to do this in less time. Yes, we do have, and that is the sum formula. For example, I wanna add all these values. Okay, just like before, enter equal sign and write sum. Right, sum. Start the bracket. Write the first value, which is 12, and its place is E3. Then insert colon, these double dots. Then enter the last value. That's all. And the last value is E21. Look at that. And close the bracket. Isn't it easy?
Yes.
It's really very easy. It's very short. And it's less time taking. Okay. So just click enter and you will get the same result. I have added this in the addition, which shouldn't be added in the addition because this is already the sum of the upper values upside. So delete this. Now you can see This is the same result as before, 1103. Okay. Now we have different ways to use this formula. For example, I write some values again, just for your practice. Now, can you tell me about the formula? How should I write it? First of all, enter equal sign.
Then bracket start.
No, then write sum.
Oh, sum.
Sum, then bracket start.
Bracket start.
Okay.
And then write C3.
This is not C, this is G, Abdullah.
G3.
G3, good. That's right. Then
And G10.
enter colon. Okay.
Yes. And G10.
G10. That's nice.
And bracket close.
Bracket close. That's nice. Great, bravo. You have seen that as soon as I entered G10, it selected all the values from beginning to end. Did you see that?
Yes.
Now close the bracket and press enter. And you get the answer. For example, you have values like this. There are some places which are empty, have no values. No problem. Write the same formula again. Equal H3. Sorry, sum. Bracket start. Write H3 colon and the last, which is H9. Close. It will add empty places, but it will add in the formula. But because there is nothing in there, it will sum only the values, these four values. If you write here some values, for example, I write here 10, the total will be affected. You can see it is adding them as I enter the value dynamically. If I delete all these values, the sum will be 0. Now I start entering the data. It immediately start addition in the formula. Is this difficult or easy, Abdullah?
Easy.
Good, nice. It's really very easy. Okay. In the same way, we have Abdullah, can you hold for 1 minute, please?
Okay.
Yes, Abdullah, I'm back. Okay.
Yes.
For example, here are some values. And some values are here. And we want all these values to be sum. Okay. Right. Enter equal. Enter sum. First, we will enter these values from I3 to I6. Then I want these values. This is K4, enter comma, enter K4, then L5, comma, then L6. Close the bracket. You got it? Is that clear, Abdullah?
Yes.
In this way, we can add multiple values on different places. Now we have more easy way to add these values. For example, I want all these values to be added quickly. Equal, sum, bracket start. Just select all these values and bracket close. Is that easy?
Yes.
Equal, sum, bracket start, select, bracket close. Now, if I want to add all these values, two columns, equal, sum, bracket start, select all these values, bracket close. Now, the two columns are added in less than a second. Now, for example, I want all these values here. Equal, sum, bracket start, select this, comma, then select this, comma, then click here, comma, and select these two values, bracket close. Now, do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, now you will tell me. If I want these two columns, what I will do? Equal, then
Right. Equal. Sum. SUM.
sum,
Bracket start.
great,
Select one line.
okay, bracket close.
Bracket close.
Okay, that's nice. If I want to add this also in it, then comma, then,
Just select.
okay, then I want this,
Then select 23 and and select them to 34 and 34.
okay, that's nice. Then comma, then select these two, then close the bracket. Great. If I want to add from here some values, selected values, what I will do, equal sum, bracket close, this one, then comma, this one, comma, this one, comma, this one, comma, and bracket close. Is that right?
Yes.
Remember one thing, multiple values operation are only applicable on addition. You cannot apply this formula on subtraction because subtraction occurs only between two values. If I ask you to subtract these all values, it is impossible, right?
Yeah.
In this way, the division and the multiplication occurs only between two values. That's why auto sum formula is applicable only in addition. Now, for example, we have these three columns. And I enter here formula for the sum, select these values, bracket close. I got the answer. I also apply it on these columns. Just click here. From this square box, just drag it here. Wow. It's even more easier than before, right?
Yes.
In this way, if you have as many as columns you have, you will just drag it on the right side like that, and you will get sum of all the values. And I want all these values to be sum up here, which is called grand total, equal sum, bracket start, select these values, and close the bracket. Now, this is the grand total. If I delete all the values, resulting in 0 under all the columns, and in the grand total will also be 0 because all the values on the left sides are zeros. When I enter even the first value, it will sum it here, and ultimately it will affect the grand total. Right. Now we have another way to sum them in more convenient way, in more easiest way. And that is just click here under the column. Here is a formula under the home tab. This is the home tab. On the last, this is auto sum. This is auto. Just click here, and you will see the column auto. You will see the formula is automatically inserted into the table. Just press enter. In this way, go to the next cell, click on AutoSum, press enter. Click on AutoSum, press enter. AutoSum, press enter. AutoSum, press enter. AutoSum, press enter. And AutoSum, press enter. The grand total is automatically calculated. Now we have even more easier way to do this in less than a second. Select all the cells under the values and just click on AutoSum. Wow. This is even more easiest way to sum all the values with one click, isn't it? Or we can select optional cells, for example, this or this and this and this. I want these three columns. I will select all these three columns, all these three cells by holding Control button and click AutoSum. Did you get that?
Yes.
How I did that? Just hold down the Control button
Okay.
and click your favorite columns, your favorite cells, and click AutoSum. If you want all the columns to be added here, select contiguously. If you don't want to add the values, just you want to see the result without adding them up practically, just select them. Select them. Here in the status bar, you will see the sum. Look, here is the sum, 360. How many values? How many count? 8 count. There are 8 values, and the sum of those values are 360. Also, we can calculate average of these values. Average result by selecting them and by entering the formula, same as the formula of sum. Do you have any idea about the calculating the average? Abdullah, do you know the term average?
No.
Okay. Same as the sum formula, you will enter average, bracket start, select them, and close the bracket, and you will get the average. And the average value is 45. The average value basically is calculated by sum all the values, which is 360, and divide them by total values, which is 8. The total of the values divided by the number of the values. And what was the average? The average was 45. If I do it manually, what is the total of these values? 360 equal 360 and divided by how many values? 8. Enter 8 and press enter. Look, this is the same result as we have calculated before, and that is 45. Now, are you clear about the average?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I think you're not sure. You want me to do it again?
No, thank you.
Okay. Right. For example, this is the column, and we want to know the smallest number or the highest number. Can you tell me by watching this column, which is the smallest one?
Smallest one is 3.
Good. And which is the larger one?
776.
That's nice. That's great. But if we have multiple values in hundreds, it's difficult to calculate the smallest and the highest value, right?
Yeah.
So we have the formula equal min. Min is the abbreviation of minimum. MIN, start bracket, select the values, close the bracket. Look what it says. The 3 is smallest value among the values. Min. If we want to calculate the maximum value, what I will write here?
Maximum.
Yeah. Not the complete word maximum, just write max. Okay? Enter. So the minimum value and the maximum values calculated by the formulas are like that by using MIN and MAX instead of sum. The rest of the formula is same. Just we will write SUM to sum all the values, MIN to calculate the minimum values, and MAX to calculate the maximum value. If I want to know how many total values are, how many? For example, in one column, there are 8 values. And how many values in all the columns? I don't know. So I will write here, count, bracket start, select all the values, and close the bracket and press enter. These are total number of values we have in our table. So today we discussed about the sum formula, sum, value 1, and value 2. Then we discussed about average, then minimum, and then maximum, and count. These 5 formulas we discussed, we learned today, and practice them today, and let me know if you have any problem, and ask me tomorrow, or you may ask on WhatsApp. Up till now, if you have any question, if you have any problem, or if any point you didn't understand, let me know, Abdullah. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, inshallah. See you tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.